What we now know following the Ahmedabad crash of an Air India aircraft to London. At least 204 people were killed Thursday when an Air India passenger jet headed for London Gatwick crashed in Ahmedabad shortly after takeoff. When the plane crashed in the western Indian city, it was carrying 242 passengers and crew, including 53 British citizens. The police chief in Ahmedabad told the BBC that 41 people were receiving medical attention for injuries, and 204 bodies had been found. Earlier, GS Malik informed news media that there didn't seem to be any survivors from the incident, and that, considering where the jet went down, some locals would have also perished. Later, he claimed that one passenger had survived the collision. Indian media reported that it was a British passenger national. The scene is still revealing details. The plane crashed where and when? According to Air India, aircraft AI-171 departed Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel International Airport in Ahmedabad at 13:39 local time. At 18:25 BST, it was supposed to touch down at London Gatwick. All activities have already been paused after the jet crashed while taking off from Ahmedabad. Flightradar 2, for a company that tracks flights, said that the aircraft's signal was lost less than a minute after takeoff. The plane is 625 feet above the ground when the flight monitoring data expires. According to India's aviation authorities, the aircraft sent a mayday call to air traffic control. After that, the aircraft did not respond. It collided with Meghani Nagar, a neighborhood. The doctor's hostel was hit. The plane crashed into a doctor's hostel, according to police, who spoke to the ANI news agency. The hostel canteen's abandoned tables and food dishes are shown in a post-crashed photo. People have gathered at the far end of the room to examine a large hole in the wall that appears to have been created by the plane's crash. When the jet crashed at the hostel, a mother at the site told ANI that her son had been injured after jumping from the second story. When the jet crashed at the hostel, a mother at the site told ANI that her son had been injured after jumping from the second story. Verified footage taken in central Ahmedabad showed huge plumes of black smoke in the sky. The BBC's Roxy Gogdekar said people near the scene were running to save as many lives as possible. He reported witnessing bodies being removed from the location and stated that emergency personnel were working on a rescue mission and attempting to put out a fire. According to Randhir Jaiswal, a spokesman for the Indian Foreign Ministry, "We have lost a lot of people during a news briefing." Later, Air India confirmed in a statement that 241 persons had died on board the aircraft. According to the airline, the sole survivor was receiving medical attention in a hospital. GS Malik, the head of Ahmedabad's police department, cautioned that some locals would have perished and stated that it was quite likely that there were additional deaths on the ground where the plane landed. Who was aboard? According to Air India, the Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner carried 242 passengers and staff members, for a total of 256 seats. The aircraft had 12 crew members, 169 Indians, 53 Britons, 7 Portuguese, and 1 Canadian. Vishwash Kumar Ramesh, British man seated in seat 11A, has been identified as the crash's lone survivor. Indian media cited him as saying, "The jet crashed 30 seconds after takeoff after a loud noise. Everything happened so fast." According to Ajay Valji, one of his relatives in Leicester, who was interviewed by the BBC, Vishwash Kumar had called the family to let them know he was fine. What is known about the aircraft? The Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner that was involved in the Air India tragedy was the first to crash in this manner. 14 years ago, the model was introduced. Boeing celebrated reaching the milestone of carrying 1 billion passengers just 6 weeks ago. According to its website, Air India has a fleet of around 190 aircraft, including 58 Boeing models. Boeing said in a statement, "We are in communication with Air India about Flight 171. And are prepared to assist them. We are praying for the impacted passengers, crew, first responders, and everyone else."